last example. So I skipped example C because it was super similar to A. But this one, let's see, sketch the graph of 2x squared plus 8x. So let's start finding A, B, and C. So if I look, A always lives in front of the x squared. So my A in this case is going to be 2. My B always lives right in front of my x. So in this case, it's going to be 8. And then my C is always the constant that's off by itself. Well, in this case, what's there? Nothing. So I'm going to take a quick, we're going to go to Desmos and just kind of look and see what that looks like. So I'm going to click over here, 2x squared plus 8x. Ah, look it. So the first thing I do is look for the vertex. And my vertex is at -2, -8. Now, in a while, I'm going to find my roots, and look at, here they are, at -4 and 0. So I'm going to write those things in. Let's see, -2, -8. So that always goes right smack dab in the middle. So -2, -8. So that's my vertex. And once you know your vertex, then your axis of symmetry should be nice. So if my vertex is -2, -8, then my axis of symmetry is at x equals -2. So let's put those points in. -2, -8, I think is about right here. A little higher. Okay, and then I found that my zeros were at 0 and -4. So I want to look at this for a second. Did you know I could factor that and figure that out? So if I'm going to factor this, it says 2x squared plus 8x. There's not a constant at the end, so I've got to figure out, okay, what can I pull out of both of those things? And I would tell you that I can pull a 2x out of both. Then what's left? Well, 2x times what gives me 2x squared? X. And 2x times what gives me 8x? 4. So if that's the case right here, what makes x plus 4 equal to 0? Well, when x is -4. Oh, look, right there. So, over here, when x is negative, I'm going to put the -4 over here. When x is -4, then y is 0. Okay, then where else does this happen? It also happens, so I could just fill in my -3 here, -1, and 0. So this 0, 0, these two should always match up because they're on opposite sides. So now over here I said the axis of symmetry was at x equals -2. So that's right there. That's kind of the folding line. So these two always match the whatever the x value is of your vertex. And then my roots. I found that my roots, so what that is, my solutions, that's right here at the x-axis. So it was at -4 and 0. So, oh gracious, what has happened now? So my roots are at -4. Now again, this is a point. The axis of symmetry is a line, and so x equals 0 as well. Which way is it opening? It's going to open up because your A was positive. And I bet there's another point, like where's it? -3. Let's go look. -3 is right about here. And -3 is -6. I think -3, -6. That's hard to get there, but there, -3, -6, and -1, -6 as well. So I just go in and I fill in those -6's. Then I can graph that, so -3, -6 is right here, right there. So, ooh, that was probably the best one I've drawn all day. So I found all of the information I need, and this time I factored it and found that x could be -4, which you saw in your graph, and also 2 times what gives you 0. So x could also be 0, which your graph showed you, and you could find it algebraically.